Welcome everybody. Today I would like to sum up basically everything I think about while I'm still young. So I'm almost 23 years old and I've been through stuff, to say the least. That's basically the exposition done. Let's just jump right into it. So let's begin with the past. What do I think about the past? Well, it's over. It happened. And I'm okay. I think that's the first step to make about living with your past. It's over. It happened. You made it out and you're still okay. After you've done that, it's also important to learn from the past. So, well, I've spent years thinking about the past because I had the years, I had the time, and I can confidently say that I learned almost everything I could, and I'm happy with that. Okay, that's done. Last thing is, make sure nothing from the past comes back to bite you in the ace. You know, the ace. Nothing comes back to haunt you. So after you've calmed yourself down about the past, after you've learned everything there is and took the lessons from your past, and you made sure nothing will come back to haunt you, then you're basically at the point where, the past doesn't even really matter anymore. It's sealed off, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So now, we're at the present. And at the present, I'm going to talk about myself, and I don't know, your situation might be different. You will assess that to yourself. So, I don't have anything basically. Still like material things. Still living at home. Don't have a car or anything. I have like an old laptop, a phone, some clothes. What else? Some money I've gathered to stay alive later on, but I don't really have anything. And here comes the question, why? Why don't I have anything at almost 23 years old? Well, the answer was in the past. I didn't really do anything in the past in order for me to have something in the present or in the future. I've been working out. That's like the best thing I've ever done, and what's the best thing going on for me right now. I might even finish that soon, like the build up, and then I'm just going to maintain. Okay, that was just a quick side note. So that's basically all I have. And why don't I have more? I didn't do anything in the past. What did I do in the past? Some dumb things. I was in school where I learned basic things, but it's just 12 years to just grow up from a child to an adult. and I was worrying about people that don't even really matter. So that's most of my time spent in the past. That's why I don't have anything right now. So in the present, I am working towards things that I want. So that means a lot of work, years of work. If you want to have anything meaningful in life, it will come from years of work. So right now I'm just putting in the years. Okay, now you might be thinking, man, I really had those shitty beginning years of my life and I somehow made it through, and now in the present I still can enjoy myself because I have to put in years of work. Well, yeah, welcome. It might be more similar than you think. That's what I was thinking as well. So what could help you is if you think about it this way. So work. Before you begin to work, you might have something you have to work towards. I might have to show it this way. So here's work. Here you're in the beginning. I hope you can still see me. You might something here in the future. You want to achieve that. But you have nothing before you're doing the work, because the work will get you there. So you start the work, and while you're working, you might still not get that thing you wanted. So yeah, that's, you gotta be real tough there. But only after you've done the work will you reap the benefits, will get you everything you wanted. I don't know what you're working towards. So that's the process. It is hard, but in the future you will get there. Right now, just focus. Okay, past doesn't really matter anymore. Let me just work. And I will get there. I will get where I want to be. Okay, we've covered the past and we are on our way in the present to the future of our desired outcome. Well, now comes the tough part. Again, it's going to be years. You're going to have to face a lot of problems. There'll be a lot of problem solving. You're gonna learn a lot. Still, you haven't learned enough. Your past isn't enough. But all of these things will add up. So what you put in, it accumulates over time, and you learn and you grow as well. You might see opportunities, or you might even see like different angles of this stuff you're focused on, and you can use that to get forward. What I'm saying is, you will get there. So there is nothing you have to worry about. You will do your best. Like in the past, I'm okay with the past because I know I did my best. I was true to myself. That's it. Now to the stuff I would advise you to pursue in the meantime. First things first, fitness. I'm not going to list every benefit right now because I want to keep this video short as possible. But health is like the main thing, looking good, etc., etc. So build strength, especially also in your lower back area. Most people tend to have lower back issues later on in life because it's a weak point. And use it or lose it principle heavily applies. That will also be a future video. So also you might want to do a little neck training if your posture is bad like mine. And I also had neck pain in the past as a teenager. No, I don't have it anymore. Okay, so that's strength done. Then you need to work on your flexibility. Keep your joints, your tendons, everything nice and healthy. Stretch, strengthen, stretch, and do cardio. Continuing with the topic of health, reduce stress as much as possible. You will have the right amount, the adequate amount of stress given to you by life, okay? You don't need to obsess over things and make your life even harder than it is. Calm down, worry as little as possible, and stress as little as possible. All right, let's wrap health up. Follow a decent diet. What I mean by decent is you eat more healthier, good things than you eat bad things. Let's call it just that. So you can have your little treats every now and again. I mean, in the beginning you don't have much money to just eat whatever you want. Try to eat as healthy as possible, but you will see that sometimes it varies in life. Like you can have a ratios like 80 to 20%, and you can keep that up for some weeks, but then there's like a more stressful month or two and you drop a little. But if you stay in a more healthier range, you're fine. It's okay. You will have better days and you will get back on your feet. Okay, so there's that. Sleep, it's obviously whatever you need for sleep. Meet your needs. Don't skip sleep as often I do. There are situations where skipping some sleep is, reasonable, but there's not many situations like that. It's more like a management thing. You have to manage your sleep. And also, don't injure yourself like with working out. Don't do dumb things. All right, that was health. Now moving on to the more social side of things. Socialize. Don't go full on alone and just alienate yourself and distance yourself from everyone. Keep the contacts that are good or neutral as they are. They're good as they are, all right? It's fine. It's fine. Family, friends, if they're good, neutral, keep it as it is. Nurture them sometimes. Learn what people call social skills. As you can see, I still need to work on mine, but yeah, in general, what you would associate with social skills like talking, because I can't apparently, improve. Also, sometimes, make new contacts, talk to new people. It's important to say the least. And we made it to the controversy. Relationships. I would say that if you're young, you are still growing, you don't really have anything, and you're changing, that relationships are not the move. They can happen. I'm not against relationships. If they happen and things just work out like that, great. What I'm saying is not to obsess over relationships. You don't really need them. And forcing them obviously makes no sense. You can do far better on your own than with the wrong person on your side. And also, the peace of mind helps. But if you are genuinely interested in someone, make the move. What have we learned from the past? Stay true to ourselves and do your best. Don't live with regrets. You're not living with regrets anymore. Go for the move. You might get a yes, you might get a no. Either way, you're fine. You are avoiding regret. You are developing your social skills again. And you are going against your fear. So definitely make the move. Last couple of rapid fire thoughts. Don't do drugs. That's it. Hygiene. Stay hygienic. Looks. Hair, clothes, clothing. Can I say it properly? Doesn't matter. Look okayish. Okayish is great. If you look okayish, that's all you need. You need to look great or stand out right now. Just look okayish, acceptable. So, something that is relatively cheap, easily maintainable, and it doesn't look all too bad. It's acceptable, it's okay. So, for example, like a buzz cut, you could say it's okayish, like you have to maintain it though, because your hair grows fast when it's noticeable when it's short, and the haircuts might cost whatever, or your clothing. I have 3 jeans now. I had 2 before, and some alright t-shirts, some alright hoodies, pullovers, whatever. Some alright shoes. It's fine. The hair I've been playing around with a little bit. Whatever. Okayish is all you need. You see me right now. My flaws are obvious. I don't look great, but I look acceptable. And that's all I need for now. You should watch me in the future though. On a more serious note though, learn to be resourceful. If you can achieve great things with less, then you're going places. And I've saved the best for last. If the stuff you're doing is overwhelming you, it's just too much, take a break. It's alright. Rest. You can take breaks. You will see in life you usually make the breaks for yourself. That's the best thing about it. Just take them. You'll be fine. And have fun. Have fun with it. Have fun with whatever you're doing. You know, it might be silly, it might only appeal to you. You might only see that yourself, but that's all you need, right? Just find your fun. Find your way to have fun. Also, listen to music. Music helps. And it's a perfect way for me to plug what's coming next. I will be continuing the Neff journey, where I listen to every song of his, and then in the meantime, I explain the lyrics in terms of how you can apply it to your life. It will be nice. It will be great. I would advise you to join in on that. And to end it off, one last thing. Have your own thoughts. You should listen to other people, be open in that regard. But when you listen, analyze the stuff, and if it makes sense to you, great, you have learned something from someone else. That's how it should be. But first, have your own thoughts. Some quick additions here. Your attitude matters a ton, and you might not even notice it. For me, it was when I was around 21. Everything up until that point I deemed horrible in life, like everything was shit, not how I wanted it to be. And then I got some things going on for myself. Things start to finally look up a little, and that's how I experience things differently. Like in the past, one example would be I was out with friends, and one had like biscuits or something, and I wanted one, and I got one, but I dropped it. And then I just, without really thinking, ate it off the street. Now I wouldn't do that now, because it's filthy. I wouldn't want that to myself. But at the time, I didn't care, because everything is horrible. I don't have another word for that. Terrible. So why not just eat things off the floor? I mean, at least the biscuit has like a nanometer of pleasure in it, like the taste. And that's how it was back then. It's not a way to live. So be conscious of your attitude. You shouldn't want negative things for yourself. Take care of yourself, because chances are nobody else will. So that's on you. And another thing is stay safe. You, in the beginning, will probably not earn a lot of money, and even if you did, you probably couldn't handle it. So just keep learning, keep going through life. It's just everyday life situations that are not really pleasant, but they're not the worst thing in the world. Go through those. Make the small steps. You'll get to your destination one step at a time. You'll be alright. You'll get there eventually. Just pave your way. To better understand this, I have a great example ready for you. Do you happen to know Machine Gun Kelly? Well, he made it in the scene at 17 years old. You might think, wow, that's pretty impressive, you know, making it at 17 and then have a career since then. That's great. But you also have to know that who discovered him was Diddy. And now we can't say for sure, but I'm certain that he got diddled ever since then. I don't think that's the way to go about it. You will get, when you're young and you don't care, you might get easily taken advantage of. So that's why I want you to pave your way. I mean, if you look at the guy now, he's 34, I think, and his daughter is probably more masculine than him. The route you want to go or pursue, though, is Easy Mills. I highly recommend checking out Easy Mill if you haven't. He basically is amazing, and he did the thing what I'm telling you. He paved his way. He improved himself for years. He's been honing his craft, and at 25 he made it to the biggest names in the game, and now he has like the brightest future ahead of him. Nothing could stop him but himself. So that's the way you want to go. You know, it's, if you compare them, you really can't compare people, but it's 8 years. You know, I wouldn't trade that. Like, I wouldn't trade in Machine Gun Kelly's place. I would trade, like, I would want for myself to be successful later, but have it stable, and then at that point I have everything I need. Okay, this one's actually very fitting right now. Write your ideas down, because you're going to forget them, like me. So I can say for myself, I have a lot of ideas just, you know, sporadically throughout the day. There are times when I have less, there are times or days when I have more. And I need to write them down because I can't really execute on them right now. So I'm keeping those for later. You know, maybe I will look at them in, I don't know how many years. We'll see about that and go, oh, that was actually a very good idea from the past me. Let's see where it takes me if I, you know, go through with it. And it's a good thing that you write them down, but also have backups, because years are going to go by, you're gonna change devices. Even if you write it down on paper, it might get damaged, so have backups. Not only of your ideas, but of things that are important to you. Alright, later.